Hey guys, ACairconditioner, and welcome back for more Genshin Impact Sumeru story. Today we are not a Sumeru. I know, right? For once. Because today we're gonna be taking on a story quest for a character that's been probably long away for a while. Baizhu character story quest, and I am super late on this. I'm like, the next update is literally coming in like tomorrow. So this is the right time for me to record, and it's gonna take even longer for me to edit and upload. So I'm behind for reasons. Now I'm praying that nothing bad happens in the recording, because it seems like, I don't know, whatever I want to record Genshin, it just does not let me, because I'm having like encoding problems, and I've never been able to figure that out at all. And yet, whenever recordings come up, they look fine. So I can't tell if it's just OBS just messing with me, or if OBS is just threatening me. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what is up with my OBS.
What's your name, buddy?
I don't know.
You here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gui. What's going on? Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad?
Your dad?
How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful.
I mean, it's a harbor,
in the past,
to be fair.
He was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Qingce Village during the Lantern Rite, so I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
You must mean Baizhu.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone. I asked the Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I can ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, Traveler?
It'll be a piece of cake for us.
Changshan can help. She has a good sense of
Well, she's always
smell,
with Baizhu.
like a dog. Hey, who's
Oh.
talking about me behind my back?
Hi, Changsheng.
Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment.
And Baizhu.
There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle Baizhu?
Changsheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition, as much as you can recall?
Yes, Dr.
Uncle Baizhu.
I see. And your family lives near Qingce Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jialiang?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know
Jiang
my mom,
Li.
Dr. Baizhu?
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
You can count on us.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millilith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
The Heart of Healing. Like an Arya chapter. So from what I heard about this story, apparently like it's good. I really don't know much about the story. I really have not been spoiled at all. And I would say surprisingly, because I know the spoilers of the wazoo, but the reason why I've not been spoiling this at all is because, well, we've all been very busy with playing something different. So all I've heard about the story is the fact that it was good. That's all. Interesting start to it though. Interesting start.
We searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
We'll take the area.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay.
It has a deep
Thank you
voice.
for
Oh my
trying.
god. Search the area near Luhua Pool. So just starting off pretty simple, generic character story quest with an NPC. Fairly generic. Kinda going back to our roots now, aren't we? And now start raining. That's never a good sign.
Dad!
Oh my god, it scared
Dad,
me.
can you hear me?
Oh, that must be him over there. And
There's somebody over there!
oh wait, it's
Oh no, it's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
what are you doing?
Watch where you're going!
Oh, Hu Tao.
Dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right?
Wow, I didn't think I see you here. Even though I know you and Baizhu have history.
Dad!
Hey, Hu Tao! My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare.
Yeah, you guys do have history.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Hu, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
Are you?
Memory loss?
Who am I?
Your name is Jialiang, and you live just west of Qingsa village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
This is like selective at leisure or something like that? What's going on?
Jialiang? Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jialiang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait. Why do I need to see the doctor?
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
Seriously, Hu Tao, why you have such bad blood with him?
Use what? What
I
are you
thought
talking about?
Is there actually more to it than I thought?
There are traces of god remains in Jialiang's system.
Oh,
Oh, yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Paimon, sorry. What?
God remains?
that explains a lot.
There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping
But you
them
still
at
have your
bay.
own agenda, Baizhu.
It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man.
Never did I see Hu Tao
nothing
be
more.
this serious.
But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
We won't let things get out of hand.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jialiang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great-uncle's sake and the traveler's.
So there is something
of
even
course.
bigger than we thought.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once. Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baiju's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed.
Is it a grim prognosis?
No. I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I
My
will be
God.
back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
Oh my god. I think this is the first time we've seen Hu Tao be this, like, serious and hateful to a person. And I know why. I do know why, but this it can get this bad? Really? We'll be heading out now too.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Chung Chung.
Bye for now, everyone.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
All's well that ends well, huh?
No, we're not even
You know,
close to done.
Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like?
You mean Baishu's master?
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
So yeah, we know that Baizhu and Hu Tao are related in a way because their masters are connected. And that's why they know each other.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
So...
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jialiang had god remains in his system?
because they studied this probably.
I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Yep. That vaguely rings a bell.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death.
Yeah, this was a spoiler in Hu Tao's
These
Kill the
days,
Store quest, by the
we
way.
don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify
But
gods'
that god's
remains
mains
when we
is
see
second
them.
nature to them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to
Because
spot
he
that?
studied that too.
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
There we go.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young.
Shinyu Vale.
They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist.
I don't remember that's gonna be, I don't remember that was a
pharmacist
playable area.
must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine.
And that's where they split.
They never spoke to each other again.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around
Well,
me.
we kind of know what it
He'd
is.
never tell me anything. But even that says to me that
He has an illness that cannot
definitely
be
has
cured.
something to hide.
And he's
One
been
thing
searching
I do
for
know
that
about
cure.
Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality.
Exactly
but whether that
that.
has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
And now we actually have so much more information about this. Because we knew Baishu's existence since like 1.0, right? We know that he's Chi-Chi's master, owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy, the only Dendro character. And we thought he was going to be the Dendro Archon, which ended up being not true. And the reason why was because he had this illness that cannot be cured by gods. Or that cannot be cured at all. And he'd been trying to find that cure for the longest time. And it's implied that he took Chi-Chi in because she's a zombie. revived by the gods out of pity. So maybe Chi-Chi has some sort of answer to that, or could be related to an answer that he's searching for. The concept of immortality. And you know, Kanya has been searching that too. It's not good. Not good at all. Immortality?
Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
Who's the real Hu Tao, though? I'm kidding.
Oh, while you're here, have either of you seen Chi-Chi around?
Just at the
It's not
pharmacy.
every day I get to infiltrate Baiju's lair, but alas, I didn't catch a single glimpse of her anywhere. Aha! What if Baizhu knew I'd be on the lookout for her and hid her away in advance?
That's a strong imagination there, Hu Tao. So again, Baizhu has his own agenda. And Hu Tao is strong against the fact that Baizhu is taking care of Chi-Chi. Not just because she's a zombie, but also because ulterior motives.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jialiang is doing.
Hu Tao's here too.
Dad!
She said she'd be back here, so.
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baiju's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jialiang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jialiang for as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for
Wow.
any revenue lost in the meantime.
That's kind of spiteful there.
Oh,
But
come
fair enough.
on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Baizhu looks a little worse for wear. Something is wrong.
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Qiangsheng and myself for a moment.
It's the illness, isn't it?
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, Why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
It's just me. Andy.
Why did you follow us here?
I thought you were looking a little unwell.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
Don't lie to me.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Life force?
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract
Excuse
is
me?
able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh.
No, Chongqing is special.
I thought you were just Baiju's strange
You know,
twist of
White
the
Snake
necklace.
is not that common, Paimon.
I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set
So she
eyes
was always
on his
passed down.
first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
She's a White
Please,
Snake,
that's
Paimon.
enough.
You're looking even worse now than before. Are you sure you're okay?
Wait a sec. Hu Tao was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Changsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body, and soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Go on, Baizhu. Let us help you.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
So, what are the next steps?
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Do you know where his house is?
Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Qiqi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.